no boxers stay retired, so he could be doing that. But I'm going to look at it another way. He tasted real leather for the first time in his little boxing career, if we can call it that. All right, Tyron Woodley caught him in the fourth and could have knocked him out had he been more aggressive. And after the fight, Jake Paul, who a month ago was on Undisputed with Skip and Shannon, saying that he wants Canelo Alvarez eventually. After the fight, he was like, you know what? I'm 24. I still got to figure out who I am. I need to take some time away. I think that would be smart. I think he was thinking logically, let me get out while I'm ahead. All right, I'm 4-0. I've beaten everybody, and I didn't have to get knocked out. So ego will tell him to come back. Logic will tell him to stay retired. Unfortunately, I think ego will win out.
That's probably right.
I like it, Broussard. Right. I like it. We're checking in with J.R. Smith, who is at North Carolina A&T to play golf and to get a degree. He's been tweeting his way through the experience. J.R. realizing after 1 week what we all realized after 1 day. College is hard. Look what he tweets. I've got to learn how to do a better job of taking notes, says JR. I have a hard time on what's important information to me. It all seems important. JR, I took 4,000 pages of notes. I highlighted everything I wrote down. I circled everything I highlighted. I was still a disaster. Then he says, is it natural to want to switch majors? JR, you got this. I know I went from English to French back to English. It doesn't mean you have to. And finally, can someone explain to me why it would be a good idea to join a fraternity? You were in a frat, JR. You were in the best frat ever, the NBA. It's everything after that's a letdown. You won't find a better frat with better guys that's harder to get into. It's the club of all clubs. Week 1 in the books. I'm with you, buddy. I love what you're doing. Keep tweeting. We're having a blast following
Broussard
along.
wants him to be a nuke. Broussard's trying to recruit him.
Cap Alpha side, JR. Me and Brandon Marshall, Cap Alpha side. That's right.
News from across the pond. Cristiano Ronaldo has reunited with Manchester United, where he started his Premier League career. Manchester United signs the 36-year-old superstar in a savvy move. And I am introducing a new phrase here. It's called Glazer ball. What's Glazer ball, you might ask? Is it like Moneyball? Nope, not exactly. See, Moneyball is where you try to find the most complicated, esoteric fetishization over the exit velocity of a baseball and walks, and you try to put it all together to not win a championship. What Glazer ball is a lot simpler and makes a lot more sense. Because you see, the Glazers own Manchester United, and they also own the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So what did they do? You know what would be a good acquisition for us? Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback of all time. Maybe that will work out. Guess what? It did. So now that once Ronaldo was available, the Glazers sat back and said, he's going to go to Man City. Nope. He's the greatest player of all time? Debatably. I'm a messy guy, too. Don't get me wrong. But Glazers signed him up. So Ronaldo, Brady, Glazer ball will work great. Moneyball out of here.
Wilds managed to get a soccer take wrong. What happened to Pele, buddy?
What'd I get wrong?
Let's win some World Cups first. Let's win some World Cups, Messi.
Wow,
Come on.
Pele guy.
Drawing a blank.
Yeah.
I am drawing a blank as to why Juju Smith-Schuster stepped up for the Milk Crate Challenge. 2 weeks before the start of the Steelers season, look at Juju out here trying to perform this without killing himself. Broussard, Juju attempting the Milk Crate Challenge is blank.
Immature. Juju, come on. I mean, I don't have to go over that. You signed a 1-year, $8 million deal. You have not gotten your huge payday yet, and you're out there doing this. Not to mention that you just need to have a good year for your teammates, too. Pittsburgh, I think, is going to be sneaky good. They're going to be better than most people think, and Juju's a big part of that. Here's my suggestion. Remember a few years ago when Doc Rivers coached Big Baby Davis? And Big Baby had some bouts of immaturity, and Doc said, you know what, let's start calling him Glenn. Because I think calling him Big Baby is helping him stay mature and act like a big baby.
Is a great take.
Well, Juju.
Amazing take.
Let's stop calling him Juju. He's a grown man making millions of dollars a year.
Call him Glenn.
I'm going to start calling him John. His name is John. John Smith-Schuster. I know it doesn't sound as hot as Juju, But I want John to stop doing this stuff. Just play football.
Okay, great take.
And be the great guy
the
you
name,
are. But stop this.
John
the
Smith-Schuster.
name
I'm calling him
take
John
is a
from
great
now on.
take.
John Smith-Schuster.
It was almost drowned out by all the old man yelling at a cloud that was surrounding the take. Listen, folks, concerned trolling about this stuff. I'm going to fix your... People are like, oh, my God, do you realize how many hospitalizations and the hospital's already overrun? Here's the deal. Milk crate challenge, same thing as the folks that try to go Niagara Falls in a wheelbarrow or what I don't know what it's called, a barrel. You're allowed to do it. You're not wheelbarrow. That wouldn't make sense. You're allowed to do it, but no one's coming in after you to save you. You're allowed to do this, but if you get hurt, you can't go to the emergency room. You got to walk it off. That's first of all. Second of all, my answer is elite athleticism. Everyone is acting like Juju Smith-Schuster is not a professional athlete. They're like, oh, he could get hurt. Do you guys see the people next to him? Do you know what they're called? Spotters. You know what's also dangerous? Bench pressing 400 pounds. Guess what? NFL guys, when they do it, they have spotters. You know what's super dangerous? What the women gymnastics Olympic team does. Guess what they have? Spotters. They're all elite athletes. The idea that this is some crazy dangerous thing that he shouldn't be doing. Do you guys know what he does for a living? He literally does things more dangerous than this every single day. There's some jealousy maybe amongst my panelists because they can't do this and they think it's dangerous.
It's not
dangerous for him. It's his lead athleticism. Okay, Jenna, I told you, you do it, I'll do it.
Oh, Wild's got a milk crate right here that he puts his feet on. Just one. Just
You
one,
need
though.
44 more.
Okay.
No testing, Nick.
I don't even know. I don't drink that much milk. I'm a dairy guy. Hey, all right. So my answer is I want Tomlin to rescind the TikTok ban. See, here's the thing. Tomlin said no more dancing, Juju. You're a distraction. So